So today I'll take a look at something from SOUNDPEATS. Now this is the brand new Capsule3 Pro Plus. This is an interesting wireless earphone because it contains xMem's driver. Now xMem's driver is found in some very high-end earphones and some very affordable earphones, but it's touted as the next generation of drivers, so I'm really interested to try. Now this Capsule3 Pro Plus does include LDAC, as you can see here, LDAC here, so you can actually utilize it with your Android phone and get good sound quality, but I believe with Apple AAC it should be fine. Now in terms of battery life, at least it's written here that this is 35 milliamperes, right, at the specs here, and it lasts 6.5 hours for the buds and 43 hours for the case itself. Now one of the notable things, however, is that the frequency response range is 20 Hz to 40 kHz. Well, I do have a measuring device, but I won't be trying up to 40 kHz. But you know what? At the end of this whole review, I will put the measurement somewhere in the video to let you guys know about it. So without wasting time, let's unbox this and have a look. Before I start, I'll say that this is provided to me by SOUNDPEATS to just give an honest unboxing and first look of this device itself. So this is the device, looks pretty nice, very simple. Charging cable and some tips here. You can see the tips are the oval shaped types. I won't be changing the tips unless it sounds really off. And we'll see how it goes later when we try. So let's take a look at this device here. Now this is the SOUNDPEATS Capsule3 Pro Plus again. You can see here, very nice. On already, there's a green light. Charging is with USB-C below. There's a button here, I believe it's to pair and stuff. Let's pull this out, strip it off, put it back in. Now I have to say that this looks a bit more premium than what I'm used to. And not only that, the earbuds are actually a little bit on the bigger side. Very slightly bigger than what I'm used to too. In fact, you know what? Let me show you some comparison with something else. You can see this, the Earfree that I recently released on my first look too. You can see that the buds are a touch bigger and it's substantially heavier on the SOUNDPEATS itself. Most likely because there's additional drivers there, xMems and stuff. So really excited to try and see how the sound actually turns out. Pairing is quite simple. You can see Capsule3 Pro Plus and you just have to click it and pair. Very, very straightforward for pairing itself. So once you pair, you can also use SOUNDPEATS application, and they already updated it to support the Capsule3 Pro Plus, as you can see here. So very nice. You can actually choose it. Now whether is there any other function, let me see. Yes, you can choose whether you have ANC, normal mode, transparent mode, game mode, very standard stuff. And the presets, there is classic and then everything else. So you can even have your own custom equalizer for this, so very nice. You can do quite a lot of things, very similar to their previous one that I tried to. So looks pretty okay. There's also adaptive EQ, something more unique for SOUNDPEATS device, which allows you to measure and then after that have a EQ for your personal listening experience. I tried it on previous one, I don't quite like it, so I'll just leave it alone for this round too. Don't want to spend too much time here. Now I'll be trying with ANC mode on because I think that's probably how most people will want to run these buds with. And you know what? Let's not waste time. Let's take a listen. On the first try with Ibarra from Edo, now the Capsule3 Pro Plus do sound very V-shaped. There is a lot of bass. The bass is pretty good. I mean, it's quite textured, it's quite nice. There is good amount of feels to it, especially on the lower sub-bass region. The impact, I would say, is not like the cleaner style impact. Reminds me a lot of Fat Freak style of bass, which is more boomy and more low down rather than having very clean impacts. And then I said very V-shaped sound because the mids feel just a little bit far, followed by relatively sparkly highs. Now, this is not the first time I have used xMem's type of IEM, and the last two I used also have very similar characteristics where there is quite a lot of treble. I'm really interested to later measure this and see what is happening here. So for first impression, I would say it's a very rumbly sound, not much impact in terms of bass itself, very clean and clear mids, while with an elevated treble which, you know, is a bit bright to me at times, but for Ibarra, it's pretty okay. It's pretty okay. Now, I'll try one more song and then I'll do a comparison later. Now, for the second song, I use I No Akuruhi, where at the start, it's like this solo singing with very little instruments, then followed by the bass will enter and a lot more atmosphere to the song itself. SOUNDPEATS here sound fantastic. This Capsule 3 Pro Plus here really maximizes that airy voice that Edo have at the start. You know, this very light, airy sound. There is a lot of it, you know, belongs to the treble region of pushing the vocals for females. Really, really nice. I tell you that this is fantastic for it. And when the bass hits in, I No Akuruhi do not require punchy bass. It's not a rock song. As such, you know, they're very rumbly, more low, give a lot of nice body to the sound itself. So the mids actually feel relatively good amount of body too. And the bass is like rumbly and gives a lot of atmosphere, a lot of ambience to the music itself. I really like this IEM with I No Akuruhi. Now, I'll try another song now and do a comparison with what I think was my previous best sounding one, which is this Earfree I3. So I've compared it using the song Heartbeat. Now, once again, very vocal oriented song. Wow, the difference is huge for this. I would say as the SOUNDPEATS is better, but it's not like a case where it's better because this particular track emphasizes a lot on Ikura's vocals itself, and that more lighter airiness sound give a very big soundstage. Now, the bass wise, I do find that the Earfree has a little bit more impact. It's a bit cleaner. I would say SOUNDPEATS Capsule 3 Pro Plus. There is the rumble, the body to the bass itself, but the impact, I would say, is not as clean as the Earfree here. Overall, the performance is better on the SOUNDPEATS in terms of the body of the sound. It just feels a lot clearer. The whole air is a lot better. The soundstage is a lot better. The whole vocals, everything is just lighter and more beautiful on the SOUNDPEATS itself. So I'm very impressed with it. But that being said, it is more expensive than the Earfree, so that's something to note, and it's also heavier and stuff. Overall, I do think that if you're looking for sound quality, this is definitely better, and I haven't even played around with the tips. In fact, let me try if I can change the tips and see if it makes a difference. Based on what I see for this particular tip type, I don't think you can actually change it, sadly. So when I get to change it, I will update you guys in the future again. Now, I did the measurements, and as you can see in the image here, it is really within expectation. It is relatively V-shaped. There is some rise in the treble. By the way, this is not meant to measure past 10,000 Hertz, but I went to check with other, IEMs and stuff. This is a little bit more spiky there than other IEMs, so I'm pretty sure that this is part of the sound signature. So it is, to me, a very nice sounding earphone, right? This Capsule 3 Pro Plus is good bass, good clarity, overall very nice sound, and the only downside to me, at least to me, is can get a little sizzling. But other than that, it is pretty good. Really one of the better ones I've heard at $100. I mean, you could get something that sounds better for the same price, but that will require you to buy a wireless dongle and maybe a 0.2. It is a lot more bulky, right? You look at the bulkiness difference of this versus this. Well, if you are not looking for something so bulky, this is probably so far the best I've tried at about $100-ish. And that's about it for today. Now, there is a link in the description below. I have nothing to do with it. SOUNDPEATS just gave me the link. You can buy it, don't buy it, I don't care, because I don't get a single cent from it. But it is a discount, so I just leave it there. And it lasts only for a month. But pretty much this is my first look of the SOUNDPEATS Capsule 3 Pro Plus, and if you do enjoy, do like and subscribe. If not, I'll see you guys again for another round of interesting first looks and reviews. Bye bye.